Hello. Welcome to the Money Knowledge channel. Today we will be talking about the smarter way of using your credit cards. Here is a big idea: credit is a helpful tool, but it can get out of control. The key is to pay your bills in full and on time. In the case you cannot pay your bills in full on time, pay down your most expensive debt first. There is a wide range of credit cards available, all with different features, rewards and fees. You need to choose carefully so you get the credit card that best suits your needs and how you plan to use the card. For example, a student credit card may not be the best option for all students. If you travel or tend to carry a balance, a low-interest card or a card with more features may be a better choice. The interest rate isn't the only thing you need to check out. You also need to find out what kind of fees you will pay to use your card, such as yearly fee, service fees, etc. So what do I mean by using credit cards wisely? Here are the 8 important points. 1. Credit cards offer convenience for small purchases, online items and emergencies. 2. You need to know that credit card charges are a loan, with interest unless you pay in full by the due date. 3. Credit card charges do add up quickly, so pay the monthly balance in full. 4. Choose the card with the features you want with the lowest cost. 5. Limit the number of credit cards you hold. 6. Keep your credit limit low. Yes, you heard it right. Your banks may regularly ask you if it's okay to increase your limit from $500 to $1,000 to $5,000. The reason why the banks do that is because this gives a higher opportunity that you could not pay in full by due date and end up having to pay like 18% interest on your charge. So only increase your credit limit when you need to, not when your bank tells you to. 7. Read your monthly statement because mistakes do happen. It could be a sign of identity theft. 8. Avoid cash advances except for emergencies. Let's play a little game, shouldn't we? I'm going to ask you 4 questions about credit cards, see how many you can get correctly. Are you ready? Let's go. First question. Paying your credit card bill just a couple of days after the due date won't affect your credit report. True or false? What do you think? The answer is false. Whether your credit card bill payments are late by a couple of days or several weeks, it will damage your credit history and could affect your credit report. A poor credit history could make it hard for you to get credit in the future. If you do manage to get a loan, you might end up paying a higher interest rate because the bank considers you to be a higher risk. Second question. Let's say last month, your credit card balance was 0. This month, your statement shows that you made a $500 purchase. If you pay off $400 by the due date, you will be charged interest only on the $100 left to pay. True or false? What's your answer? The answer is false again. If you don't pay in full by the due date shown on your credit card statement, you will be charged interest on the $400 you paid off, from the transaction date until the day you made the payment. Yes, it's from the transaction date. You will also be charged interest on the $100 outstanding, from the transaction date until the date you pay this amount in full. Next question. If you use your credit card to take money out as a cash advance, you don't have to pay interest on the amount you've withdrawn as long as you pay your credit card bill in full by the due date on your statement. True or false? What do you think? The answer is false. Banks and credit card companies treat cash advances differently from purchases made with a credit card. With a cash advance, you are charged interest from the day you get the cash advance until the day you pay it off in full. Last question. Without a good credit history. 1. Your bank may charge you higher interest rates on a personal loan for a car, house, etc. 2. Your bank may refuse to give you a loan. 3. You might not be able to get a lease on an apartment. 4. 1 and 2 only. 5. All of the above. What's your answer? Yes, the correct answer is number 5. All of the above. A poor credit rating can affect your life in many ways. That's why it's very important to have a good credit history. How many questions did you answer correctly? Any surprises? So how to keep control of your credit card? Here are a few important points. Pay the balance in full each month. Yes, you'll hear about this again and again. If you can't pay it in full, pay as much as you can. Don't make only the minimum payment. If you always carry a balance, the smart thing is to get a low-rate card. Transfer the balance to a line of credit with a lower rate. Pay a few days before the due date to avoid any potential late fee. What if you can't pay your full credit card charges each month? The best thing is to pay a fixed amount. The second best is to pay the minimum amount plus an additional amount. The example in the slide shows the difference. In addition to credit cards, at various points in your life you may take out other types of loans, such as student loans, mortgages, car loans, etc. Many of you most likely have some of these types of loans. Each can be useful when needed. Be sure you understand the conditions for each loan and how you will repay it before borrowing. Examples of other types of loans are student loan, mortgages, car loans, lines of credit, overdraft protection, payday loans, personal loans. C. I believe loans are necessary and important financial tools. The key is not to avoid them or to be afraid of borrowing. The key is to learn and understand the pros and cons of each of these financial tools. And be smart in using them. And this is exactly my goal in creating these videos. Now let's have few words on payday loans. Guess what? Let's put it out there. I am against these ultra-high interest payday loans. I understand that sometimes you don't have a choice and may end up using one. If that is the case, my suggestion is to pay off these high-cost debts first. Now let's review payday loans on this slide. The costs shown in this example are for illustration purposes only. In the example shown in the chart, borrowing $300 for 2 weeks from a line of credit costs only $5.81, and overdraft protection or a cash advance on a credit card are only a little more. But a payday loan costs more than 10 times as much as a line of credit. A payday loan can be much more expensive than most loans offered by financial institutions. The interest is often the maximum allowed by law. Other fees will often add up to much more than the interest. If possible, use cheaper options such as a bank line of credit or overdraft protection, or take a cash advance on a credit card. Payday loans should be a last resort. If you need to use the loan, please compare different payday lenders. Interest and fees vary among different lenders. Now let's switch our topic and talk about credit report and credit score. Lenders and other financial institutions are interested in your credit history. They want to know how you have handled credit in the past to determine how well you are likely to handle it in the future. This is why your credit history matters, because it can affect your finances. Businesses use your credit report to help them make decisions about you, such as lending you money, setting the interest rate or your credit limit, renting housing to you, selling you insurance, etc. A good credit history can save you money and give you financial options you might not have with a poor history. Okay. Let's play one more quiz and we will have 3 questions on credit report and credit score. First, getting a copy of your credit report is 1. A good way to check for identity theft. 2. The only way to know if your report is accurate. 3. Free of charge if you request the report be sent to you by mail. 4. All of the above. Yes, the correct answer is number 4. Checking your credit report is not only a good way to check for identity theft, it is also the only way you can be sure that your report is accurate. Question number 2. If you have applied for several credit cards or other forms of credit within a short period of time, this could have a negative impact on your credit score. True or false? The correct answer is true. According to one credit reporting agency, research shows that consumers who are seeking new credit accounts are more of a risk than consumers who aren't trying to obtain credit. Last question. Which of the following does not affect your credit score? 1. Your payment history, whether you have ever missed a debt payment. 2. Any collection of bankruptcy that has been recorded against you. 3. Your history of repaying informal loans from family or friends. 4. Any outstanding debts you have. 5. Your account history, how long you have had credit, and the type of credit you have. What do you think? The correct answer is 3. Informal loans do not affect your credit report unless they result in a court judgment or a lawsuit against you, in which case, the resulting judgment may appear on your credit report. All the other factors may affect your credit score. So you know. You can get your personal credit report for free. And it is important to do so, I think. I would suggest get a free copy of your credit report by mail every year and reviewing for errors or accounts that are not yours. Mistakes do happen. It could be a sign of identity theft. Contact the credit reporting agency to report any errors and request a correction or place a note on the file. Because your credit report can have an impact on your finances, it's important to be sure that it is accurate. I hope this video helps you be more confident in managing your personal finances. I want to thank the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada as they help prepare this amazing presentation material. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. To stay up to date with my latest videos and cool money management tips, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I would love to give you as much content and tips as I possibly can about money management. Until next time, stay safe, happy money management. Thank you.